10 years ago, something unlikely happened in the city of Lagos. It was definitely nothing that we mortals planned for or foresee or expected at the time. One of Nigeria's popular socialites, an international businessman, Alhaji Luqman Alade Olatunji, famously known as Toto Abuga, a businessman who invested in tourism, in trade and real estate, was assassinated on the street of Lagos on his way from the UK, where he and his lovely family were hibernating for the past 2 years. It struck a whole lot of people, especially those who know the jolly fellow, Alade Olatunji Toto Abuga. But what can we do? Can we ask God anything? Yes, we look out, and as usual, as it always happens in Nigeria, they were termed unknown gunmen. Till today, nothing has really happened. Nobody knew what happened. Nobody knew what went beyond or between those dark hours that the life of this wonderful man was snipped out. Well, 10 years now. June 8th, 2008 to June 8th, 2018. Exactly 10 years. And we have taken our time, looked for her, searched for her in the last 6 months. That is a widow in the person of the humble lady Biola Olatunji ne Oredeyin. Very busy, enterprising woman, a family woman, a lover of children, lover of the family, who has kept the home of this great man in the last 10 years, who has tried to raise the children despite the challenges of life, the intrigues and the vicissitudes. She has been able to try as much as possible to cross the crossable, and today we find time to meet her in Lagos. It has been so challenging. We've been chasing her in the last 6 months. Most of the time she's busy with her children in the UK where they study, and some of the time she's just skipping to the country. But we thank her for this very wonderful moment. And on Asabi Africa today, we are with Lady Biola Olatunji. Ma, we are so humbled to be with you, ma, and we want to first and foremost thank you for giving us your time, because we know that it's not easy to come by to check on your schedule. Your schedule has been so busy, especially as regards the children, your workers and everything. Ma, let's start by asking you that, how do you feel 10 years without your wonderful husband? That is Alhaji Luqman Alade Olatunji, aka Toto Abuga. How has life been? What have you learned without this great man in your life? How have you feel, and what are the new things that you've discovered about life without Toto Abuga?
Thank you, Benga.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for everything. And that's a very big question in which I don't even know how to answer. But to God be the glory. I thank God for everything. I've learned a lot for the past 10 years. I've seen so much, and life has not really been the same without him with me. But to God be the glory. I thank God for everything. I thank God for good health. I thank God for everything going around me. I went through a lot in which you all know about. But still, to God be the glory, because anybody that has God, you have everything. Immediately this thing happened to me. I just, initially I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to cross this bridge. But with God all things are possible. That is what I always tell anybody that loses their husband. If I see them, I just try and explain things to them. I make myself as an example. Yes, as a counselor.
You counsel them.
I make myself as an example. But one thing I always tell the person is, you have to be faithful and be truthful. Because this God you're seeing is a God of widows. I won't lie for you.
God of widows.
I believe
so he's very sympathetic with the causes
of
widows.
Exactly. Because at times, if things goes wrong, during my quiet time, there is nothing I ask from God that He doesn't do. At times I'll do so many things. I'll do some things. At the end of the day, I say, how did I do it? How did I do this? Me alone with 4 children. To God be the glory. Since my husband died, I've gone through a lot. Is it with the family?
Yes.
I mean my husband's family.
Yes, your in-laws.
My in-laws. But I give God the glory for the kind of father my husband has.
It has a father-in-law.
Yeah, the man is still standing by us. It's like my husband just went through the man. Because I've never seen a father-in-law that behaves like that. Like initially, if you look through most of my interviews,
yes, ma'am,
I said if you know the way I take care of my mother-in-law, if I have done 1% of it for my father-in-law, I would be thinking that maybe because of what I've been doing to him while my husband was alive, that is why it's been behind me.
In fact, one of the saddest episodes that we discovered after the death of your husband, especially I think 2 or 3 years after that sad incident, was when your mother-in-law took you to court over a real estate property.
It wasn't even 2 to 3, it was 41 days after my husband died.
41 days after?
41 days after the demise.
Maybe that was when we started seeing in the newspaper, in the magazines. It was shocking to a lot of young Nigerians, especially the Yorubas in diaspora. They were like,
I've never been
where has it happened?
Sorry?
No, they were asking that where has it happened in history that the mother-in-law will sue the wife of her son over a real estate.
I can only see it happen in Abuga's family.
Did it shock
Abuga's mother's family. I won't say family because the father has been fantastic. Even if I don't have, and there are times if I give him anything, he will say, yeah, Mazeed, are you guys okay? How are the children? No, what you are giving me is too much. Take it. Okay, go and spend it on these boys.
You made it?
Yeah.
Father-in-law?
My father-in-law will be 84 this year.
Jesus Christ. What's his name?
Alhaji Olatunji.
Okay.
Yusuf Olatunji.
So he was so kind to that and so sympathetic and so considerate.
Down to earth. Down to earth.
But when your mother-in-law took you to court, did it come to you as a surprise or like a shock? Did you ever imagine in your life that you go through that that situation, that crucible of life, that it will happen to you?
Initially, I was thinking they were joking. When I saw that it became a reality, it was then I picked myself up. These people aren't joking. I said, okay, let's go. I thank God my life. I thank God for my life. I thank God for my children's life. I thank God my children are healthy. I'm healthy. So what else?
Let's go back to how the man Toto Abuga. Who was he in his lifetime? I mean, a lot of people saw a man who was a businessman. I mean, there's several LPs that have been devoted to him by King Wasiu Marshall, where he praised his enterprise, where he praised his hard work and the spirit of faithfulness and all that. But to Biola, who was Alhaji Luqman Alade Olatunji, who was that man? I mean, a lot of people, some people even have the perception that he's a fiery man, somebody that can deal with anybody, somebody that can be funny. I mean, somebody that nobody offend him and goes scot-free. I mean, so a whole lot of things. There's myths around him, but who was he? Who is he to you, the lovely wife? Yeah.
If I start giving you all his personalities, I don't think we're gonna finish this interview. Look, man, was it down? Initially, I don't use words for him because I never believed that he has gone. I just started, I just started having it in mind that I think it's gone for real. Because I still dry clean his clothes in the house. You need to go to my bedroom. I still have some of his shoes there. The one I see, these shoes are no good. I keep them out.
You mean but you do that?
Some I'm still keeping.
Posthumously, you do that without him?
Thank God I've been keeping his shoes. This last Christmas that went by. I'm still going to answer your question. This last Christmas that went by.
Okay, ma.
We were going to church, me and the 2 boys. So one of them lost his second slippers, the sandals he's supposed to wear. I said, hey, today's Christmas, where did you put your shoes? I just realized I have my husband's shoes there. So I went there. The shoe was for the 12-year-old boy. He now wears his daddy's size.
And he matched?
My son wears size 45, 46 now. That was my husband's size.
Lord Jesus Christ.
So that day I said, no, like, get shoe for this boy. Today is Sunday. You know boys, what they like wearing is trainers.
Yes.
Because that's all they have. But the only slippers, sandals I got for him, that's the only sandals, leather sandals he could wear with the attire he was wearing to the church. He said, where will I get? I just remember I have my husband's shoes. So I went there. That was the Gucci slippers, flat black Gucci slippers. When I put it on my son's leg, it was his perfect size.
Did you get good people catching you?
Exactly. I just started sharing. And my son said, "Mommy, what's wrong with you?" I said, "Don't worry. Don't worry." You know, that is why I said these children are my legacy. I've trained them to be whatever. And I know God is behind me and God will do everything. So all my husband's family that were fighting because of what does not belong to them, all of them that were fighting for what does not belong to them, thank God the children are old now.
Yeah.
Because then their mind was, our mother, we want to take care of their father's property for them. Who are they to take care of properties? The one we were living in on the island that I left.
Yeah.
You need to see the way they did the house.
You mean the house is...
If you go inside that compound, you will start from
dilapidated.
Oh, you don't want to see
My
it.
Lord. You mean the famous VERSACE house?
Exactly.
My God.
You don't want to see it. All they do there is they just collect rent and spend it. But they've forgotten that they're going to where Luqman went. Everybody's going to die. At least my conscience is clear. If anything should happen to me, I know my conscience is clear. Because Luqman, let me go back to your question.
Yes, the personality of Toto Abuga.
Personality?
Yep.
Where can I start? He's a man, he was a man of the people.
Yeah.
Truthful, faithful, industrialist, socialite,
Enterprising.
economist. You know, he doesn't spend lavishly. You know, that was even the reason why I went for him. Because I am a very industrialist.
Yes, yeah. A lot of people know you as a very enterprising, industrious woman.
Exactly, I'm very industrious.
Yes.
Sorry. So, when I met him, I just said,
Because
what I want in men was in him. I said, okay, I think
So the kind of features you are looking in your potential man, you found in him. Because some of your friends told us sometimes ago that when you met him, he was disturbing you because you were already in the UK doing your business and you had businesses in Nigeria, and that he was coming over you and you were trying to reject him.
Exactly, I was rejecting him.
So why were you rejecting him, and how did the chemistry now balanced?
I was rejecting him initially because a lot of people keep calling, Biola, what are you doing with Abuga? No, that man can never marry you. He has so many girlfriends. He has this. At times, when we were together, I just asked him, I'll just be looking at him because Luqman irons clothes in the house.
I can't believe that.
Even the children's ones.
I can't believe that.
Exactly, he does it.
He does house
calls.
calls.
I call him and say, Abuga, is there any other Abuga in this your Nigeria, in Lagos? He said, no. I said, well, it was later I started telling him what I used to hear about him before I married him. He laughed. He said, Biola, forget about it. You don't know what I see in you. It was after his death, after his demise, I just saw what he saw in me.
So what did he see in this lovely Biola already? Who is now Biola?
He knows. He's the one that knows it, but I knew it after his demise. Because
so
it's not that I'm praising myself. I'm a very devoted wife.
I know.
Honest. And I don't... You know, when he was even alive, I don't go to... look, man, I want to buy clothes. I want to buy clothes. No, I do it myself. I take care of my children. I take care of my husband. And he does his own
you
part.
balance the equation.
Exactly.
You are not...
So thank God he didn't marry just anybody.
And because before then...
If he had married just anybody, then you wouldn't even be hearing Abuga again. But I just give God the glory. I'm not praising myself, but at the same time, I'm praising myself. Because I've seen a lot of people that their husband died within 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They've gone after different men to marry them. I have 4 children. What am I looking for? I should be looking for good health, long life, be devoted to God and devoted to my children because they're my legacy.
No. At the time you married him, what other things, apart from ironing the clothes, being a homemaker, someone who helped you to do the house job, what other thing did you see that people don't even know about him? What other thing does Abuga do that if people hear, they will say, you're wrong?
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Look, man, he washes my clothes.
Your own clothes?
Mine.
Because I think it was
He doesn't.
It was Obasanjo's first word that say he has even washed his undies. Does he do that for you?
I wash his he does mine as well. I don't have to be saying this,
That
but
is
I think
love.
I'm proud to say it because I know Luqman loved me before he died. I'm very sure of that.
Because a lot of people then saw a balanced man. This was a man. It's just like somebody said before he married Biola, he was a businessman. He was not. He had the house, but not a home. That you are the woman who really created a home for him. So, and before he died, he was with you 2 years in the UK. In fact, we even learned that the day was going, you were even trying to draw him back not to go because your second son was going to do his birthday the next day. So, those moments, what were your last moment with him like? What are those things that characterize those last moments? That if you remember them, you just say, oh, what happened?
No, the only regret I have was I did not stop him from going.
That
trip.
That trip.
I said don't go. He insisted in going. I said this little boy will be 2 on Monday. Why do you want to go on Sunday? He said he has work to do. Mudepowe Konjoy, I said, you know, stay with us now.
Emishe Gunjo Emiyolo.
And he said no in law now. So
that is a very strong proverb.
Exactly. Stay with us now. But the reason why I didn't fight with him was we had a fight in February during my own birthday. He said he was going to Nigeria on the 18th. I said, no, you're not going. I even have to seize his passport. So he stayed and he left on the 21st, the 3rd day after my birthday. But during his stay, he wasn't talking to me. I said, okay, you want me to stay with you? Then I will show you. And that fighting lasted about a month till March. So that was the reason. I don't want something like that to reoccur.
Oh, so we're trying to
Are you
save.
with me?
Yes.
Then I was trying to save my own marriage. I don't want any
You don't want to hurt him.
Any quarrel between us. Had I know, I would have just had the quarrel.
To save his life.
To save his life that day. But I believe in God. What will be will be.
Okay.
If I have insisted that you're not going, you wouldn't go. I regret not saying that, but at the same time, I believe it's what God. I think it has been ordained. If not, I was saying it because my little son, the one that was supposed to be 2,
that's Marzouq.
Marzouq was supposed to come with him. I said, okay, leave this boy for us. Let us take him out. If you are not going to stay behind. Even before he left the boy, he took some money from me. He said, no, I've paid for his school fees. Then you have to give me my money back. And I paid him that night. Saturday night before he traveled on Sunday. Regret was that I would have insisted.
But you drove him to the airport after the service.
I took him to the airport.
I think you
And you won't believe it, I've never taken him to the airport before. That was the first time. The first and the last.
My Lord Jesus Christ.
I was going to church. My service started 12 o'clock. Then he was going to BA. And the main reason why I took him to the airport was that it was then they started BA Terminal 5.
Okay.
When he was coming June 1st, he came through Terminal 4. Yeah, Terminal 4 there. So, and they've just created the new Terminal 5. Let me even go and see what that Terminal 5 looks like. That was the reason for taking him to the airport. One thing I noticed that day was that after him checking in when he was going, he came back again. He hugged me. I hugged him, said bye. Not knowing he's going to say the bye forever.
My Lord Jesus Christ. What kind of a bye is that? That was a sad bye.
But I gave glory to God.
So that means there was something, there was a kind of a force that was trying to take him, to retain him in the UK.
I think so.
So,
my only regret was that I didn't insist.
And
the reason why I did not insist was because of the quarrel, the one in February caused. It was even up to 2 months we didn't talk. And I said no.
So he was angry that you seized his passports and you detained him, not letting him to come to Nigeria.
Yeah, I said you can't go, you can't leave London on the 18th, my birthday is on the 19th, and you from the phone, after seeing each other within 24 hours, wishing me happy birthday, no, you're not going.
It was a strong love indeed. It was a strong relationship.
You're not going. And he waited.
Did you have any premonition before that time? Did you have a dream or something? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
So you are in London, and the next day, how did you hear about the assassination?
I heard that night.
Oh, you dropped in the airport?
I went home, went to church.
Okay.
Came back home. He called around 8 or something. Now they've landed. He said, and he said, he asked me because he bought a pair of shoes for someone.
Okay.
At the airport. That boy works with them, Festus here. Works with BA. And he asked me which of his bag did I pack the shoes.
The shoe.
So I just described the box I packed the shoes because I packed his bags for him. So after that, and he said I'll call you when I get to. That was. So when it was 9:30, I was thinking this guy is supposed to be home. And you know, men, when you start calling them, initially I used to call him, where are you now? Where is this?
Yeah, that's,
where is that boy? Yes. Keep saying, am I a baby? Am I a baby? So, and when it was around 10, I wanted to sleep. I said, no, this guy, this man hasn't called.
Yes.
Where is he? Started calling his number. Ringing, nobody picked it. Put it down. Even before I called him, I planned the lie. I would lie to him. Because I wouldn't like a situation of him saying, why are you calling me again? I told you I would call you. I was planning that, okay. Because normally when it comes like that, I cook all the stew is going to eat for him. So the stew was packed in the suitcase. So I was planning that. I would say, hey, I'm just calling to remind you not to forget the stew I packed in your suitcase.
Understand.
And later, what I saw was the driver picking the phone. I said, well, give the phone to Luqman. No, you can't talk. I can't talk to him. Let me talk to him. He's been shot too. Shot? Where are you when he was being shot? And he gave the phone to him. It was just a moment. He couldn't talk. That was it.
Jesus.
That's a bad memory. Don't let us bring that back. I know he's resting. He's with the...
we saw a piece of the video when he was being buried, and you are so very devastated. People are holding you.
You won't believe it. I've not been able to watch the video.
No. You didn't even nearly. You wanted to even. It's like people were afraid that you shouldn't even run mad, because it was a fantastic burial. A lot of people came from all over the world to file around. He's a Muslim, but people gave him a beautiful burial. So what was going in your mind at that funeral? What was going?
I didn't even know where I was. I didn't even know what was going on. So up till now, I want my children to get more older so we can all watch the video together. I've not watched it. I've never watched it. The video of his burial. I'm not sure if I can take it. I don't know.
Did you suspect anybody? Was he in any business arrangement? Did you suspect that maybe
even if my husband was in business, he doesn't do anything. He won't owe. You need to ask everybody. His name is Mr. No Cheating.
Yeah.
You don't cheat him and he won't cheat you. So even if it's someone that planned it, let the person not die again.
So 10 years without him, what chapter have you found life? What chapter have you seen? What has life taught you? Because you will say, okay, when he was alive, a lot of people smile, a lot of people try to be nice to you, or because they know you are married to him, they want to show their benevolence and all that. But 10 years without Toto Abuga, what has life shown you the other side of the world as a widow?
I've learnt a lot. I've learnt so much. This life has taught me a lot. The way I think life was, the way I think life is, wasn't, Initially, the way I behave, I talk to I'm a very loving person.
Yeah,
I'm
free-minded person.
But I've been taught to be careful, There's so many people that will pretend as if they're your friends, but they are friend enemy.
I understand now.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
they are friend enemy. So, as I am, what I have is my children.
It was 4 years ago I learned that you sacked all your friends on Facebook. after you took your degree in a Bible school in the UK.
So Middlesex University.
Okay, Middlesex University in the UK. Yeah,
that's why I got the award.
Yeah, you got a degree in
theology.
Yeah. So why did you go to theology school? What prompted that?
Yeah, because of what life has taught me. I just see that the best thing is to be very close to God. So when I went to that school, then I just realized what my mother-in-law was doing. I don't think I'm forgiving her. Because I don't think she knows what she's doing. It's even a cause. Fighting on your children's property.
Yes, your daughter-in-law over your...
Fighting your mother and your daughter-in-law, taking her to court. Fighting your grandchildren.
In fact, there was an episode where we read in the paper that she came home and even put charms on your breast and all that.
And it's even a deception,
yeah,
you know.
It's
a deception. The woman should be charged for deception because you are being, you are asking for what was not yours. It's a deception. They are not shameful. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even the siblings should be able to
tell
their mom.
Yeah.
We can't even say, maybe it's even the siblings that are after. Definitely it's the siblings. They are not ashamed of themselves. That is just it. And the ironical part of it is that it was this man that was looking after all of them.
Was the breadwinner for the whole family.
Yeah, he was the breadwinner.
For the entire family.
Even if they say, Mazeed, we want this, we do this. That's a different thing. Saying we want to take over. Who are they? I want to take over our brother's property since your children are too small. I said, come here. What can you manage in your life? You yourself, you cannot manage a room and parlor. You cannot manage your own personal home. You want to manage me? You want to manage me?
Wow.
Even your brother that died cannot manage me alone. We manage each other. If they have come on a very low-key way, Mazeed, you know this man, he was a
benefactor.
He's the one that we benefit from. You know, what do we do and what is going to happen? You know, there are some people that he takes good care of, and how can we do it? You know, that is what I was expecting then.
Yeah.
And even the future of these children, the way for them to get trained, we don't want them to go derail. We want to set them on track. We want them to have sound education. They are not after that. They are after all this rubbish.
Yeah. Property, material wealth.
Exactly.
I mean,
they've forgotten that the person that started this thing is even normal. And they have forgotten that there's one day they're going to die as well.
That was a very sad episode because we monitored it in the press.
Yeah, they came to me in Magodo here as well.
And that day we saw it on the, I think it was on the social media.
Maybe what does not belong to them. The land in Magodo here, I was even the one that bought the two.
They said they were even attacked.
The two lands were for me. We have to split it one for him. While I was there, he was working on the two. And they went to court for what does not belong to them. They're not ashamed of themselves. That's just it. And I have told Mama, the same way he wanted to inherit Luqman, he will inherit all his children's things. I think he needs it. If that is why he's still alive. The way Luqman looked after that woman, I don't expect that woman to even still be alive. To be himself. Talk less of him. Having the courage
to
go to court.
Yeah, to court. To charge you to court.
Claim what does not belong to you.
As sons,
real
estate.
It's shameful. Shameful.
Then looking at them.
But I have forgiven them.
Yeah.
Because I thank God.
But when that thought comes to you, how do you feel?
What thought?
Yeah, that thought that they challenge you.
It's irritating. I have left them behind. What's my own with them? Mine is for my children to be successful. And I pray and I'm sure God is going to do it. Because their father wasn't a bad person when he was alive. So definitely spirits will guide them. Do you know how many things they've done? How many attacks?
Yeah.
But I have my God. They have forgotten. The God I worship is more than the one they worship. King of Kings.
Eternal Rock of Ages.
Exactly.
No.
El Shaddai.
He was a Muslim, you are a Christian. So how did the love blend it? And how were you able to?
The Muslim my husband wasn't even a practicing Muslim.
Okay.
But he's a believer. He was a believer.
Okay.
He doesn't go to mosque, he doesn't go to church. I go to church.
Can we call him a Samaritan?
I think so. I think that's the right word.
Can you recall any of the best gifts? Can you recall the best gift you ever bought for you that you should cherish
Bought
today?
me one Gucci slippers. I still keep it. I don't
Gucci slippers?
I just kept it. Yeah.
Gucci slippers, that's interesting.
And one of the best gifts, I used my money for it.
Okay.
But I would say gift from me. This building we have.
The land.
The land. The people I bought it from, it was a bungalow. So the family are Mr. and Mrs. Ma. So then it was then we were planning me to come. I said, I can't just come to Nigeria and be doing any rubbish. Okay, let me look for some place. I wanted to have a warehouse. I want to get this distributorship. That is what I want to use this place for then. So the wife of the man doesn't want the husband to sell this place. My husband fought it to the extent that my husband was paying the children's school fees of that man. So when I paid them, so that's why I would say it was a gift, because if it not for him,
it was he persuaded the couple to sell the land off.
No, not persuaded.
Okay, he encouraged
the wife, the husband wanted to sell it.
Yeah.
Because then I think I bought it for about 9 or 10 million. No, 10 million. 10 million. So the wife said, no, don't sell it. This is my husband, this is my children's
inheritance.
And the man said, how much did I buy this place then? I bought it for about 500,000. Now, they want to give me million. I will go to Arepo, land for 2 million. I will go to village. I will buy 2 million. I will still have money. So, and when we paid by advance to the woman will start fighting. My husband invited the wife. The wife said that the husband won't give him the money. He won't give her the money. That is why he doesn't want her to sell it. You know, this is why I make my daily bread. Because the woman was selling rice, cooked rice. Yeah, there. My husband said, don't worry. Do you want some of the money? The way we'll pay you. How much do you want your husband to give you to start your business wherever you're going? The woman said, maybe 300,000. My husband said, no. I will take 300,000 out of your husband's money. I myself will have 200 in my pockets.
Oh God.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That is,
so if not for
that
him,
is empowerment.
and this is the place now.
Yeah.
And my husband is gone, and this is where
I'm
milking now.
Yes, to take care of your children. This is
so when he died, I said, I can't go through this business I wanted to do. Let me make shopping complex. So God be the glory. So this is it. I would have named this shopping complex by his name. But just because of what all these people, these illiterates were doing. Maybe they think Omojo or Olari Nimi.
Yes.
I was born well. What do I want?
Right.
I have my personal things.
Yeah.
I have my parents.
Yeah.
My mother has. My father has. They've forgotten that.
I know.
Don't have a kulori ogun ologun. If not, what is so bad? Because I appreciate my husband for what he did for me here. Everybody knows I'm the owner of my building.
Yeah.
I'm the owner of my land. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Because one thing about Luqman is that he doesn't keep no secrets.
It's a free thinker and an open-minded person.
Biola, even the mom knows that this is Yamo. Biola ni kini yo. If not about what you so mbati mo call shopping complex. For the battle he fought on this land is enough for me to name my shopping complex after him. But because the children, the family, the mother side, I won't say family, the father side are okay. Because of their behavior, that's why I said no. Let me get Yara mini brain. So, you know, It is well.
If you are to be given a chance to write a book about life without Abuga, life with, 10 years without it, what are you going to name that book on yourself? You're running on that.
You just said
What is that?
what is it?
Life without Toto Abuga? That's what
It's just the story I will fit in the book.
in the book, and the pages will be dotted with the experiences.
No, I just have advice to give all men outside there.
Okay, men, yeah.
Men, your own advices. I didn't say I'm not being I want my son to carry me over. Just be careful with your parents.
That's interesting.
It's not all parents. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not all parents. Even family. Devote yourself with your wife and your children. Your children and your wife and your family. So, I was thinking Abuga would die before 8 days. Because
okay.
At times when Abuga goes out and comes in late, 1, 2, I say, look, man, late issue, I don't want to lose. Kí ló ti máa ń ṣe náà? Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ṣe bí ẹni pé tí nǹkan kan bá ṣe mí pé ó máa ké. The only person tó lè sunkún mi is màmí. Ìyá ẹ̀ tó pààrọ̀ aṣọ ńgbà tó kú.
Jésù mi o. In fact, we read it.
He kept changing clothes.
Sorry, man, we read it in CD people. We read it in CD people that even the 8th day she fried egg and all that.
Exactly. Oúnjẹ panla oúnjẹ.
Ṣé mi ti party with her Ibeji? I think they Ibeji or something like that. Okay. So what kind of a mother is that? Mother-in-law is that? What kind of mother is that? What happened? And we also read in the story that her husband divorced her. How true is that?
Even if these people want to fight me, do you know what they can be fighting me for?
For what? What?
Biola, let's see these children now. You know how their father was to us. Joe, Shanua. If we are seeing these children, we will know we didn't miss Luqman. You understand? They are not after that. They are after the material things
material
left
wealth
behind. Show me
how? How?
I want Jan lórí nǹkan tí o ṣe tí. What is it? Kí ni block? Kí ni ilé? Wọ́n tún jà lórí ti Magodo ń bí náà.
Jesus. Oh, they were even extending to Magodo.
Yeah. We're in court. We're still in court.
After taking over the VERSACE building, after you left that one for them, VERSACE the one they.
Ní ìjẹ́ ìfilẹ̀ wọ́n ìgbà gbé nǹkan àwọn ọmọlọ́mọlé wọn lọ́wọ́.
10 flats with the penthouse.
Tọ́lọ́ bá fún wọn kọ́ máa jẹ́ lọ.
So they are still extending to come to your own.
Yeah.
My God. So how are you handling that one?
God is handling it. We didn't finish it before Luqman died. I finished it.
Let's talk about this wonderful lady, Biola already. A lot of people don't know much about you because you are somebody that a lot of people believe you are so enterprising, of course, which is true. If one is a video, you are doing what some full-blown men cannot do. You have a whole lot of ventures that you are spending to just to raise a family. A lot of people also say, oh, Biola was richer before Abuga met her. So, oh, who is Biola already? Now Biola Olatunji, who is this lady? I mean, in those days we have this. I used to write in fame. We knew you were in the UK, in London, Then later you came to Nigeria to establish. So who is Lady Biola already? Okay, and then that's interesting.
Oh my God, can I say it? I don't know.
Yeah, you have to just.
Biola already for me.
I just want the definition of who is he. A lot of people have, they just believe you are this
courageous lady.
Okay.
I know I have the courage because when all the trauma Abuga's family started, when it started, a lot of people ran away. Biola, you suffer. What would they do for me? I have my God now. What are they going to do for me? Because of them, I went to theology school.
To know much about God.
Yes, so Biola already is a courageous, independent, and
you will not know how to define yourself, really.
I can't define myself. You see people that are seeing me now.
We are seeing the
and a devoted, lovely lady.
Now let me ask you the most challenging question, and I hope you'll be able to answer, because I asked Ms. Abacha this question 20 years ago. Do you know that General Abacha's memoriam is going to be 20th? On the same day your husband is going to be 10. That's June 8th too. So I think the family is celebrating him now too. Now I asked her the question some years ago in Kano. that is the former first lady, I say, why didn't you remarry after the demise of your husband? You are still a beautiful lady. You still look young. You look very charming. So why have you kept yourself like this? And are you not tempted?
That's a good question. You've asked me several times. And this time around, I can think about it. Yeah, I think I'm going to think of remarrying.
That's a good one. I think it's a
I
breaking
have
news.
to put everything before God.
This is breaking news, really.
Yeah, it's a breaking news. I'm going to remarry.
But I think I'm privileged and I'm honored to hear this.
Yes, I'm going to remarry after 10 years. Because if I have done so, I won't be able to look after my children. My children are now getting independent. You know, the last one husband that he was only 2. If you see him now, you think he's a 18-year-old.
Yeah, I think
very tall, mighty.
Almost like his dad.
Yeah.
All of them tall.
Because I don't want any stranger to come between me and my children. I count the husband as a stranger. Because there is no way they're gonna. If you love me, you love my dog. So I just want to think about it now. I'm thinking about it.
Thinking about it now. You're giving a strong think now. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
but
it.
What are the qualities of that man that is going to steal your heart and hold your heart and love you the way you want to be loved?
Faithful and industrious and loving. Faithful, loving and industrious. Èmi ò fọkùnrin kan tó máa sọ pé lọ́pọ̀ ìyá yìí o. No. You have to stand on your own feet as well. Nǹkan lè má tóra wọn, but loving, faithful and industrious. Because kìràkìtà kọ́ ló ń dọ́là. Ẹlòmíì lè máa ṣiṣẹ́ kọ́ ló máa gbowó sókè. So tọ́lọ́run bá dẹ̀ ní pé òkè ò níyàwó tó yẹ pé ẹjọ́ rub hands together. But mi ò fẹ́ ọkùnrin kankan torí anything. No. You must love me and love my children. The gate is opened now after 10 years.
The gate is clean open.
Clean open, but not for lazy men and not for bolokwe yai.
That's unique. That's unique. Then before I ask the last question, how are you going to be celebrating 10 years with that man? It's 10 years of Abuga, this anniversary. Are you going to be celebrating? What are you looking at?
What?
Yeah, you've been celebrating every year, of course. You go to the graveyard to go and put flower to pray, take the children there if they're in Nigeria. And most of the time you're in London, we have situation whereby you arrange prayer people to come
You
to
know
pray.
what? I didn't even know this 10 years is going to come quick.
Okay.
To me, I was thinking it's going to drag. Like for it to be like 20 years. What I have in mind to do then, I just find it somehow to do it now. But I'm going to celebrate it in a grand way as well, this 10 years. The reason why I want to change the way I'm going to celebrate it is, number one, it's during Ramadan.
Oh, yeah.
June 8th. It's going to be during Ramadan. So I've been telling some of his friends that were loyal to him. So most of them told me, we are going to be in Mecca with Saudi for Umrah. Can't you shift it? When I told Jesus, please shift it because we want to be part of the occasion. Shift it. So and I now sat down and think about it. Why do I have to shift it? I don't think I need to. God has made it to be during Ramadan. Maybe it's prayer I want to do for
Yes.
It's not for everybody to come and sit and be drinking champagne with me.
Yes, honorary prayer, yeah.
To me,
to honor his soul.
Sitting down drinking champagne to celebrate my husband's 10 years like you.
Yes. Yeah, I mean bringing sad memories, yeah.
When it's 20, 30 years, we can do that. But to God be the glory. I think that is how God wanted it.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it in a solemn and grand way.
Yeah.
Unique way.
To pray for him.
Pray. So what I just told the people is that while you are in Mura, pray for him for me.
Wonderful.
So I'll just do it. We'll do prayers. We'll call our fathers. I've been even doing some branding for him. I want to brand cooler to give them. So,
Ma, can you finally give advice to widows? I mean, what is your advice from what you've seen in 10 years? Give them advice all over the world.
My advice to widows is be faithful, be straightforward, and don't jump around on men. Don't think, I'm independent. If you do that, God will punish you. But the departing soul, when you know, just make sure you do rightful things. Because in got about the local. But do things moderately, do things right thing at the right time. Look after your children and respect yourself. Whatever your husband left behind, even if your husband didn't leave anything behind, if you are faithful and straightforward, don't worry, God will do it. At times I won't have a kobo. If you hear givers never lack, even I might have 1 naira with me. If I have 1 naira, if I see you say, Biola, you by me, I can give you 15 naira. Before you even leave me, if I check my account phone, maybe somebody that has owned me, I will just check the money is there. The kind of widow I am, my God does not leave me. So my advice to all widows out there is that be faithful with God, just be focused. So God will help you all. Help us all.
Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Benga.
God bless you.